What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be going over how to create organized Google Ads ad groups so that we can maximize our return on ad spend. So I have this search campaign here that is just here for tutorials. So I'm just going to be using this campaign for tutorials. I will be running a separate campaign, probably starting next week or the following week, and I'll be using that for tutorials as well. But just to get started, making sure that we get off on the right foot when we are creating our campaigns, the very first thing I want to show you is if we click on our search campaign here, and we come in, you're going to see we have two separate ad groups here. That's all I have for right now. But I'm really just doing this just to demonstrate how to create really organized ad groups. So the very first thing I want to go over, my first best practice, is to create ad groups based on the landing pages where you are sending traffic. So basically, make a list of the landing pages where you want to send traffic to, and then use those landing pages for your ad groups. What that's going to do is it's going to give your ad groups all a theme. So for example, I come into this ad group for mermaid bedding. If we open up my ad group, what you can see is I have my keyword targeting here. And then if we come over to my ads and within my advertisements, if we were to click these, I have these paused for right now because I don't want this campaign to run. If I were to click these advertisements, what it's going to do, it's going to open up this page here where I have a ton of different mermaid bedding sets for sale. So by understanding that this is where I'm sending traffic to, it really helps you understand how to create organized ad groups based on your landing pages. One of the things that you can do, and I've shown this spreadsheet a few different times throughout different videos, but you could see my Google Ads landing pages, page titles, and what you can do is just make a list of some of the different page titles where you want to send traffic to, and the landing page URLs, because this gives you an idea of, okay, these are going to be some of the main keywords that we're targeting. These are going to be the pages where we're sending traffic to. And for example, we have these different product categories all related to bedding and comforter sets. However, if people are searching for a turtle bedding set versus a beach comforter, to me, they're looking for different things. Now, somebody looking for a beach comforter may be looking for a turtle bedding set, but you don't really want to make that assumption, and you want to make sure that you're sending people to pages that the landing page would match exactly what they're looking for. So my best practice number one is start by creating a list of landing pages. It helps as you are creating your campaign, and it helps you understand all of the different ad groups that you need to create. And then you can work backwards from landing page URL to keywords to advertising. And that's actually going to bring me right into my best practice number two. So we're going to come back over to our Google Ads account here. My best practice number two is when you are creating ad groups. So when you have your ad groups here and you have your specific landing pages where you're sending traffic to, make sure that you're providing a seamless experience for potential customers where we name our ad group Mermaid Bedding. So we click on this ad group, open it. You could see our 4 search keywords here. So I would highly recommend, this is also part of this best practice, I would recommend using phrase match keywords to start. So there's 3 different match types. Google Ads recommends broad match. What you're going to find if you target broad match keywords is within your search terms report, you're going to find all sorts of irrelevant keywords that aren't going to be really highly relevant to what we're actually targeting. So for me, I prefer to have a little bit more control over the keywords I'm targeting. So I prefer phrase match. Broad match can be useful for really large advertisers with large budgets, and if you're using smart bidding. Since I am using smart bidding, I have conversion tracking set up, and I'm using a smart bidding strategy, either target CPA, maximize conversions, target return on ad spend, maximize conversion value. So those are your 4 smart bidding strategies to use. All of them are going to be geared towards driving conversion. So you can try broad match keywords, but there's going to be basically a longer testing phase. With phrase match keywords, you can keep things a little bit more targeted to start. And exact match keywords can be really useful if you want to keep things as tight and as targeted as possible. I prefer starting with phrase match keywords. So that's another part of this best practice. But ultimately what we're trying to do is you can see name of the ad group up here, mermaid bedding. We come into our keywords. We have our keywords targeted here. Now, it really doesn't matter what you name your ad groups, but you should name them names so you can keep them organized. But keep our keywords very relevant. So I have 4 keywords in this ad group. You can do single keyword ad groups. So I could just target mermaid bedding as a phrase match keyword. And this would probably target a lot of these other keywords as well. You don't need to add 20, 30 keywords in here. You don't need to add misspellings. You don't need to do any of that when you're creating your ad groups and targeting keywords. But what we want to do is we understand people are going to go to Google, search these keywords, see our advertisement, and you'll see our advertisements here all geared towards mermaid bedding. Somebody clicks on our advertisement, they go to our landing page. We've provided a very seamless experience for our potential customers. So they are seeing exactly what they're looking for when they search a specific keyword, and their search intent says, I'm looking to purchase a mermaid bedding set. Please bring me to a page of mermaid bedding sets. So that's ultimately what your goal is. Obviously, replace the keywords with whatever you're targeting. And that is best practice number 2, is just making sure you're really providing a seamless experience for customers. So we're going to come out real quick and we're going to come back to our search campaign, go to our ad groups. When you are setting up ad groups within your search campaign, what we could do is click on the plus sign here and let's set up an ad group. If we come back over to our spreadsheet for beach crib bedding and coastal crib bedding. So you could see we're sending traffic to this page for beach crib bedding. And what we want to do is we want to come over to our ad groups. We're going to create a standard ad group. We are going to name it beach crib bedding. So just keep it very tight and targeted, obviously. We can enter our keywords, our URL to scan for keywords here, products or services to advertise. I'm going to keep this really simple and I'm going to target 2 keywords in this ad group, beach crib bedding and coastal crib bedding. So those are going to be the only 2 keywords that I target within this ad group. I'm going to target the phrase match keywords. Google Ads is going to tell us to change keywords to broad match. I'm not going to be doing that. Let's save and continue. So now next is going to be ad creation. So we want to set up our responsive search ads. First and foremost, make sure you're sending traffic to the right landing page. So this goes back to exactly what we were just talking about creating a seamless experience for our customers. So for me, I have 2 different pages on my website with crib bedding on them. Basically our product category page here. So beach crib bedding and coastal crib bedding. You can see we have some different blankets and crib bedding sets here. I could probably make this a little bit more targeted by creating a separate page that is just crib bedding sets. Some of these are also toddler bed sets, so we have some different sizes. But what I can also send traffic to this page over here, where it's basically a blog post that also has a ton of products listed here as well. So we could always test multiple landing pages as well, but I'll go over that a little bit later in the video. But you can see here, this is where we want to send traffic to, so we keep things as targeted as possible. And when people are searching for beach crib bedding, you can see all the different beach themed bedding or crib bedding sets we have for sale. So let's come back over to our campaign here, or our new ad group that we're creating. And this is going to bring us to our best practice number 3, which is going to be, you should always be testing advertisements within your ad groups. So within each ad group, you can create up to 3 responsive search ads. You don't have to create 3 responsive search ads, but basically there's 2 options. You can target 2 different you can test 2 different advertisements, make your copy completely different, maybe make the theme of your copy different. So one is focused on some type of offer. Maybe another one is just strictly focused on sales and trying to get someone to purchase something without any offer attached to it. Then what you can also try to do, if you're not testing your ad copy against each other, you can test landing pages against each other. So what you can do here is, first, let's get started by creating our advertisement. So you want your ad strength to be good or excellent first and foremost. Let's make sure we send traffic to the right final URL. So we'll grab our final URL up here and we are going to paste our final URL here. Make sure our display path is relevant. So we'll just put crib bedding here. So keep scrolling down. This is all going to be geared towards mermaid bedding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out some of these headlines and some of these description lines down here at the bottom. And I will basically fast forward through this process and show you my finalized advertisements. Okay, fast forward a bit. I've had this issue a few times where my ad strength just remains poor. It says include popular keywords in your headlines. When you click on view ideas, Google basically has no ideas for the top keywords. Now, the top 2 keywords for me are beach crib bedding, coastal crib bedding. I'd also include, if we scroll down here, beach baby bedding and coastal baby bedding. So I put 15 headlines together. We have a relevant display path. If we keep scrolling down, we have 4 separate description lines. So everything is really geared towards the keywords that we're targeting. And when you are setting up your advertisements, what you should do is put together a set of call to actions, shop online now, shop our bedding, even things like 100 plus crib bedding set, official website, beachfront decor, shop our bedding. So what's going to happen when your ads are actually being created, you're going to see coastal baby bedding, official website, and then we'll have a description here as well. Now, the other thing you're going to see down here are assets. So we'll go over assets in a second, but beach baby bedding, beachfront decor. So really good advertisement to me. If your ad strength says poor here, I wouldn't worry too much about it. So for right now, we can keep our ads looking just like this. We have some assets added to the campaign level, but what we're going to do is we're going to set some at the ad group level. So we're going to click on done for right now. We have an advertisement here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on save and continue. Okay, so now we've launched a new ad group. Now the first thing I want to do, because I just want to make sure this campaign doesn't run, is I'm going to pause the advertisement I just created. So our advertisement will still show here, but what we want to do is go back to our ad groups and we want to open up our beach crib bedding ad group. So now to continue on to our 3rd best practice that we're talking about, what you want to do is go into your ads and assets for this ad group and two different options for you. So what you can do is you can take this advertisement. A lot of times what I'll do is you can either just create a whole new responsive search ad, create completely separate ad copy, maybe focus on different types of ad copy within your advertisement. The other option you have, and I'm just going to use this one for right now, is we have this page here. This is really my best landing page for this keyword, but I also have another page here where basically I have a list of our favorite coastal crib bedding sets below, and then I have a listing of products here that's going to represent them a little bit different. We have some nautical options here, so it may look a little bit different on this page in the way things are ordered and what people see. So what we want to do is I want to send traffic to this page as well, and we would just want to test which landing page derives basically the better conversion rate, the lower cost per conversion, which landing page is driving us more return on ad spend. Now, Google Ads is automatically going to optimize our advertisement. So if we take this advertisement here, we copy it, and then we paste it, and then we make sure we paste it in the correct ad group. Click on done, pause after it's pasted. If it already exists, create duplicate. So we're going to select both of those. Okay, so we have one new ad pasted here. So we're going to dismiss this message. And what we can do is open up our new advertisement. Just click on edit here. And all we have to do if we're going to test our landing pages against each other is take this new URL, come over here and paste that landing page right there. So now we have an A/B test. We have the same exact advertisement running, and we have a separate final URL there. What you could also do is leave the final URL exactly as it was, and then come down here and update some of the ad copy, write different description lines, maybe try different themes within your advertisements. Now, one thing you're going to see is this ad strength is now excellent. So if you are creating ads and it continues to say poor, I wouldn't worry about it too much, especially if it's something like the include popular keywords in your headlines. Create the ad and you can always go back and edit it and make sure the ad strength improves. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, take this landing page. We're going to copy this landing page, paste it right here, scroll all the way to the bottom and click on save ad. So it's really that simple. Now we are A/B testing our landing pages against each other within this ad group. So the same exact advertisement, two separate landing pages. So that's going to be the end of best practice number 3 is make sure you're always testing ads. It's just another thing that you can improve your campaign with. One of the major things that advertisers struggle with is optimization. And one of the best ways to optimize is by testing landing pages. So if you have multiple landing pages, I mean, this isn't the best landing page here, but what I could always do is say, okay, let's configure this a little bit better. So I have maybe some featured products at the very top of this landing page. Maybe I list some of the more valuable products at the top of this landing page. So there's different ways you can actually present your products, your services, whatever it is that you're selling to people. So let's come back over to Google Ads. And the next thing is going to be best practice number 4. And this is going to be something where it's really more of an optimization. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you're always adding negative keywords to your campaign and negative keywords at the ad group level. So for example, if I'm targeting a keyword like beach crib bedding, what I could do is come in here and add a negative keyword. I could either do it at the ad group level or the campaign level, and I can say, I want to make sure my ads aren't showing when people are looking for specific stores. So for example, if somebody's searching for beach crib bedding on Etsy, then I just don't want to target that keyword. Now, you may want to target these keywords to begin with, see how they perform, and then you can always use these as negative keywords later. One of the helpful things about running campaigns for a while is I know that these branded keywords tend to not perform as well as non-branded keywords. So if somebody's typing in beach crib bedding Etsy, beach baby bedding Etsy, or Walmart, or Target, or Amazon, or any of these other stores, they generally don't perform as well as just a standard search for beach crib bedding sets or coastal crib bedding sets or whatever it may be. Now, one thing I want to show you is on my website, I have a detailed blog post for how to add negative keywords to a search campaign. So if you're not sure how to do it, this will actually show you the step-by-step process. If we scroll down here, I also have a list of negative keywords. So negative keyword list for new campaigns. So if we scroll down here, some of the different keywords here about, affordable, Amazon, article, articles, blog. So basically, if somebody's looking for a case study, a lot of times they're not ready to purchase something unless you're selling case studies. So unless you're selling these things, you really don't want people that are searching for this. For example, if somebody searches for beach crib bedding Craigslist, I don't know that I want them to shop my website because maybe they're not looking for beach crib bedding on my website. They're looking for the cheapest possible used beach crib bedding they can find. So nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't want to have people on my website that are not going to purchase from me. Now, these aren't all going to be relevant for every single keyword that you're targeting, but things like templates, things like salary. So if somebody's looking for some type of business development, something, if somebody's searching for a salary, then they're probably looking for a job. And if you're not offering a job, you don't want them on your website to not purchase something from you and to take away from your advertising dollars. So best practice number 4, making sure you're always adding negative keywords. Start with a negative keyword list. So if we come over here, click on save, and we come up to tools and settings here, one of the things you're going to see under shared library is negative keyword lists. So you can create a negative keyword list. You can copy and paste mine. I would definitely recommend going through these first and foremost, just to make sure that there's nothing here that would be relevant for your campaign. For example, some people may be price shopping depending on what it is that you're selling, where you still want to target people that are looking for the price of something. Maybe this keyword isn't the best negative keyword for you. So if we come back over to our Google Ads campaign, you can go to negative keyword list at any time, create a brand new negative keyword list, and then apply it to your campaigns. So best practice number 4, just making sure that we are always adding negative keywords to our campaign and viewing our search terms report, which I don't have any search terms in here because my ads have not even been shown for this campaign yet. But you're going to see we have these targeted search keywords within our entire campaign here. So then with each individual ad group and with your entire campaign, you should look at the search terms report and see what search terms are the most popular for this ad group, and are these search terms relevant? Are they converting? So that's going to be number 4, is just making sure we're adding negative keywords. Now, number 5 is going to basically wrap up the video. There's plenty of other things we can go through with ad groups, but these are really good getting started points. And number 5 is going to be at the ad group level for all of your ad groups. What you should do is go to ads and assets, and you should add assets at the ad group level. So what that means is you can add things like site links, you can add things like callout extensions, and you can add them at the ad group level so that you're actually creating even more relevant ads than if you were to add them to the campaign level. So for example, what I can do for beach crib bedding is if I click on the plus sign here and we do site link, you're going to see site link right here, and you're going to see ad group. So since we're within our ad group, these are site link assets that are only going to show in this ad group, beach crib bedding. So we can create new assets here, and under site link text, what I could do is something like, so I have a couple different examples up here. So teal crib bedding, mermaid crib bedding. I also have anchor crib bedding sets and nautical crib bedding sets. So we could use all of those as site link extensions, and they're going to be more relevant than somebody just going beach decor shop. If somebody's searching beach crib bedding, I want them to see every single variation of beach crib bedding I have on my website. So we'll start with our final URL. We'll enter our site link text, teal crib bedding. So come back over here, copy our mermaid crib bedding set. So copy this link address, come back over to Google Ads, scroll down, paste that final URL there, and enter site link text, mermaid crib bedding. So just some different options that people have. I do have anchor crib bedding. I have a couple other things here. So I would add 4 site links to the ad group level. Takes a little while to do this if you have a lot of ad groups, but it's worthwhile in the end because it's going to give you the best possible results. You should add your descriptions to your site links as well. I'm just going to skip over that for right now. But what we can also do is call out extensions. So if we click on callouts and we click on the plus sign here, you could see at the ad group level. So we could do something like best prices on crib bedding. I don't know if that'll fit. Affordable crib bedding. So 100 plus crib bedding sets. So just different ways to kind of say, okay, this website has all of these different things that I'm looking for, because I'm looking for beach crib bedding and I want to have a huge option of crib bedding. I want it to be affordable. I want fast and free shipping. So if you do something like fast and free shipping, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily something you're going to offer, but making sure you enter some different call out text just to encourage people to click on your ad and shop from your website. So callouts can be another great option there. So we'll just click on save here, create some new ad group level assets. So you can basically add all of these assets to the ad group level besides lead forms. So if you want to set specific prices on certain products, if you want to set specific promotions within ad groups, structured snippets can be helpful. You can set call extensions to certain ad groups. If we do structured snippet, assets, extensions, basically the same thing, they just renamed them. So structured snippet, what you could do is select a header type, and we could do something like styles. So we're doing beach crib bedding. So I could do things like nautical, seashell, mermaid. So some of the different styles that we have. So just again, another way to make your advertisements more relevant. It's only going to improve your ad rank. And what you want is to create the best possible ads, because if you have really strong ads within each of your ad groups, you're running multiple advertisements within each of your ad groups, you're running ad group level assets, it's going to help over time. Your ad strength will lead to lower costs for your campaign. So basically, let's wrap up this video here. Hopefully this all makes sense as far as creating organized ad groups. So grouping together ad groups by theme, creating really targeted ad groups with keywords that are going to be very targeted. Don't put too many keywords within your ad groups. I would recommend starting with phrase match keywords, and then just keep a close eye on your search terms report so we can add negative keywords once we start seeing irrelevant things coming in. Now, I'm not going to go over audiences in this video, so you can target audiences as well within your search campaign. But for right now, I just want to focus on really creating targeted, relevant ad groups. And then from there, we can always add audiences to our campaign. And we could do other types of testing to hopefully improve our results over time. So this is really geared more towards just creating the most organized and relevant ad groups that you possibly can. So if we come over here to kind of wrap up the video, some ad group best practices, create them based on the topic of your landing pages. So use landing page themes to create organized ad groups. Keywords, ads, landing pages should be aligned in each ad group to create a seamless experience for potential customers. And I would recommend targeting phrase match keywords to keep things very organized. Always be testing either your ads or landing pages in every single ad group. So just take the existing ad you created, duplicate it, either change up the ad copy, or what you can do is just change that landing page. Use negative keywords. So check your search terms report all the time. I try to check my search terms report weekly, bi-weekly, because you want to look for any keywords that are basically dragging down your campaign. It depends how much you're spending and how much activity you're getting. So how frequently you should check your search terms report, but exclude keywords that don't convert, exclude irrelevant keywords, anything where it seems like this is just not going to be the best keyword for my campaign, exclude it altogether. Last but not least, use ad group level ad assets. So sitelink assets, callout assets, and more at the ad group level. So all of those will help your ads basically give you a better ad strength, and it will lower your costs over time. So if you have any questions about these Google Ads ad group best practices and how to create organized ad groups, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.